Russian President Vladimir Putin and his political and military leadership should be tried for crimes of aggression against Ukraine. That's what the European Commission and Parliament decided last year, saying a special tribunal should be set up, as was the case after World War II. Germany and the US have been some of the most vocal countries on the idea as the conflict has played out. But there's one major roadblock: Russia, which would veto any resolution to that effect presented to the United Nations Security Council. The task may instead be given to the 193 member states of the UN General Assembly.
The resolutions voted by the United Nations General Assembly are not binding. So such a resolution would offer more legitimacy to the tribunal, and that is certain, depending, of course, on the majority. The broader the majority, the more legitimacy the tribunal will have. But it still does not mean that Russia will have to cooperate, for example, with the tribunal. So it is really more a political matter than a legal one.
And how does one collect evidence about this crime of aggression, considering that the European Commission just announced that they will have a specific center with experts from July on dedicated to this task?
There is no doubt that this operation violates the United Nations Charter, and the difficulty here is that we don't really have recent precedents of collecting evidence for the crime of aggression. So it will be interesting to see how the center tackles this.
The International Criminal Court is already investigating allegations of war crimes and genocide in Ukraine. Russia, however, does not recognize the authority of the ICC, which is accepted by 123 countries, including all 27 of the EU. Neither does the US, though, but it wants to help.
Yes, indeed. The United States is not a member of the Rome Statute, which created the International Criminal Court, but there are many ways in which we can be and have been supportive of the work of the court. This includes a whole range of diplomatic support, of course. We can also assist with the capture and transfer of suspects.
When it comes to the creation of a special tribunal to prosecute Russia and its leadership, the US ambassador says that there are several options on the table.
Ukraine could also enter into a treaty with, for example, the Council of Europe or even the European Union potentially to create more of a regional body. Ukraine could also create a tribunal internal to its own system, but then allow international prosecutors, judges, and other experts to staff various positions. We've seen these sort of hybrid models around the world.
Ukraine's Prosecutor General Andrei Kostin says authorities have registered more than 65,000 war crimes since the invasion began a year ago, including executions and sexual violence.